world did I end up with so much stuff in such a tiny space? For years now, I've been keeping my clothes, shoes, and other accessories like my hats in this awkward downstairs basement closet space. It's been getting a little crazy and messy, and I wanted to clean it up. However, it's right next to this other awkward closet space, which we call the prepper closet. We live in a place that gets wildfires and floods and blizzards, and the electricity likes to go out a lot. This is also the space for our water heater, and the water heater was going to be replaced, so I thought, wow, this is a perfect time to clean out this prepper closet. And this space is pretty narrow, but it keeps our keys for some of our vehicles, some supplies for when the power goes out, some extra food, and things like masks and filters for when there's wildfire smoke. And we have some long-term food storage, some water storage, some extra lighting. Those are seeds in those cans. And then a little generator for charging up our phones. So my idea was to actually move all the prepper gear into this other closet that my clothes were in. So just removing all that out and then moving everything into that larger closet. And my idea was to make it look a little less masculine. Most prepper spaces are pretty utilitarian and a little ugly. And I wanted to make this space more feminine and maybe a little girly, kind of a girly prepper closet. So this was my idea, was to just keep all of our emergency supplies in a good spot and easily accessible, but just make it a little bit more pretty. So this is the new girly prepper closet. It's kind of just a dressing room area with the mirror, some of my hats, a chair, and then behind here looks like a closet, but it's actually a prepper space where we store supplies for when the power goes out, when we have a snowstorm, wildfires, those kind of situations. So I'll just take you on a quick little tour of what we keep in our prepper space and what I like to keep in my girly prepper closet. So as you walk in, I just have a little seating chair just for, putting on shoes or something. A vintage painting, actually painted by a friend back in 1973 of a local barn. I always thought it was a real cool, cool painting, and the frame is beautiful. And then over here, a mirror, and then my favorite hats. So for the prepper closet, I found this curtain at a thrift store, and it's pretty out there, but I thought it was so pretty. I thought the colors were so pretty. I love the lemons. And I thought, what a better way to cover up a prepper closet than with a pretty curtain. So it's just very simple. We don't feel the need to lock anything up. That would be annoying if we had to evacuate in an emergency. It's easier just to grab everything quickly. So starting from the bottom, we have some dry food. Dated 2045 and 2046. So those will just sit in there and wait for the apocalypse. My husband bought them years ago. Most of it I probably wouldn't eat, but we have it anyways. This is a camp stove in case our electricity goes out. And this is a box of gas masks and gas filters, or gas mask filters. We get wildfires in our area, and so it's always nice to have those in case it gets really bad. These are just cheap bins, by the way, from the local dollar store. I might get something better. This is, you notice everything's labeled. These are water filters, and then, N95 masks, some hot hands, a life straw, a couple of nitrile gloves, So those are just kind of extra items like that. If you want a more detailed tour of what's in each box, I can do that as well too. Here's some beverage buddies. I don't like using plastic, but these are good for if we have to hand wash dishes, if the power goes out. These are 4-gallon tanks, so they're easy for me to carry rather than the giant 5 to 7-gallon tanks. And then they have little dispensers for water. This is a fire blanket. This is just an extra chair sitting here. Also, this is a UV light. It came in real handy during COVID. When a friend of ours who had to work, she was in a medical profession, and she had to work a COVID tent. So we lent that to her, and she put her scrubs in front of it, and the UV light would kill off all the yucky things. Up here, we have, this is actually my garden seeds, the seeds for my vegetable garden. We have some flashlights, a couple of flashlights, a weather radio. This is a solar weather radio. And then a couple of other little rechargeable lanterns that we use for if the lights go out. This is a little external battery. It's called a Rock Pals. And you can charge up USB devices. There's a 12-volt port, a regular 110, and then it has lights. So, woo, bright. So it's a handy little thing. It can be charged up with this little solar panel, which goes with it. And yeah, it's come in handy when neighbors' powers have gone out, neighbors' power has gone out as well too. This is another little solar charger, just for your phone or small devices. You can just stick it out in the sun and charge it up. We've used it for camping and backpacking. These are small Faraday pockets that you can put your key fob into or your cell phone into in case there's, EMP. And we have a couple of these. We don't have ones large enough for our laptop, but these are handy for putting in your cell phone so it doesn't get destroyed by the EMP. So though we have a couple of those are handy. Up here is really just my stuff. I have some luggage. I have my swim bag. I have my ATV fanny pack, which I've done a video on. This is my bug out bag, actually, and it has items for just to grab and go in case we do have to evacuate. And I'm going to do a video on what's in here. And then up here is an electric blanket, and then just a bag holding my snorkel gear, since I like to snorkel. And then last, move the seeds here. Last, we have of course, a cat carrier for our kitty cat. Move that out in case we have to evacuate him. This is a EcoFlow Delta, and this can run our entire, turn it on. It can run our entire house with a transfer switch. And we actually had to use this just the other day. That's why it has a little bit of dirt on it, because we put it outside. And we had to plug it into the house because our power went out for about 5 to 6 hours, I think because of a local wildfire or some sort of issue with the local transformer. I'm not sure. But anyways, we plugged it in and we were able to run our lights and our Wi-Fi and computers and whatnot. And then the cords to plug it into the house, this is to charge it up. The cords to plug it into the house are in here. So everything's readily available and easy to find. And this is helpful, especially for my husband, because he'll run around during an emergency and go, where the heck is that? Oh, I can't find it. So everything is here and available right where you can see it. And we don't have a ton of stuff, but we have enough to tide us over for a few days. And then, we just close it up with a cute little curtain. And it's more of like a girly space where I can hang out. you.